So hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to solve a problem which is check if the array is sorted and rotated. So in this particular problem, we can actually want to check whether this element, whether this array is rotated and sorted in the same time. So the thing is, in this 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2 array, we can actually see this part and this part is rotated, which means if we re-rotate it again, this is a sorted array. So yeah, we have to return true. Now, in the second example, we can actually see 2, 1, 3, 4. It is not sorted at this point, and even after rotating, it is not sorted anyways. So yeah, this is never rotated and this is not sorted. It can be a rotated array, but it is not sorted anyways. And in this last example, we can see this is a simple sorted array, which actually returns, which is true, obviously. Even if it's rotated, we don't care because it's sorted anyways. So yeah, so I'm gonna write some solutions to it. So let's start. I've already written the boiler code here. I've written a first test case here so that it gets easy for us to write code. So for int I is equal to 0 and I greater than nums. Uh, gonna write size here, which is -1, I plus plus. And then if nums I nums I is greater than nums, we have to check whether if first element is greater than the second element, it is not in a ascending ascending tone. That means it's a wrong sorted array. So we have to return false here. Uh, false, false here, and then that we have to return true here. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah. Now let's put in some different. I've actually tried it. It's fine. Now this is okay. This is also not sorted. I guess this has to be sorted, right? It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is sorted array. So now when that's figured out, now we have to do is we have to check whether the array is rotated. So it's a very general sense that array can be rotated only once. So we have to check if this defect appear once, it's okay because in the case of rotation, it's going to happen like 5 and 1. This case is always going to be happening, and yeah, we know this array is rotated, so yeah, we can give it at least once. If it happens more than once, then you gotta know that your array is not sorted, and even it's not rotated. It can be rotated, but it's not sorted. So yeah, so I'm going to create a variable called rot, which means rotation. I'm not that creative with words. Okay, fine. So I'm going to increment rot plus plus, which means this defect is only going to happen once. Now there are some cases where you can actually see like 3 and 2. In this case, we have to also understand that this can be a rotation, right? So generally what happens is this this should come in place of this, right? So it's very natural of it, like the first element of the rotated array and the second element of the rotated or the last element of rotated array might be bigger than this. So yeah, so this is a very normal case. This is okay, but the thing is, this is not okay, right? So you can actually see a lot of times that 3 and 1, yeah. So the last element should be bigger than the first element, and if that's the case, yeah, then we are gonna rotate our element. So we have to check if our first element, okay, our first element should be smaller than our last element. So nums dot sorry to be repetitive here. So it should be greater than the first element, right? Then we also gonna increment rod by 1. And now, in the case of return, we are gonna do we're gonna check if rod is greater than or equal to 1. If it's greater, I guess wait, let me check. Yeah, this is like 1 minute. Out of scope. Yeah, yeah. So 1 is greater than or equal to rod. I guess this is like the right way to say it, because rod should not be greater than 1. Yeah, fine. This is the right one. Now I'm going to copy this entire code and paste it here. Let's check whether all our test cases are running. First, I'll run it. I know all these test cases are right. I'm going to submit it at this moment. And yeah, we are not that efficient, but yeah, this is like a brute force technique. So I beat 20% of the users. We can actually the solution. I guess I have an answer. So if this happens more than once, like if rod is greater than 1, then I guess the return false. This is repetitive, I know, but yeah, I guess this might save some time here, because in the case of comparison, if such exceptions occur, then I guess that would be a best solution for it. I guess we are definitely gonna beat this 5 millisecond mark. Yeah. So now we beat 100% of C++ users. So now I guess this is the most optimized solution it can ever be. So yeah, thanks for watching.